Hey there, food enthusiasts! Welcome back to another exciting episode where we explore the fascinating world of food science. Today, we're going to uncover some of the hidden scientific wonders that take place right in your kitchen. So, grab your aprons and let's get started. Did you know your kitchen is like a mini science lab? That's right. Every time you cook or bake, you're conducting experiments and creating chemical reactions. From the way ingredients interact to the changes they undergo when exposed to heat, your kitchen is a hub of scientific activity. Today, we're diving into the hidden science of baking soda and why bread rises. These everyday kitchen activities are packed with scientific principles that make our food delicious and enjoyable. Let's uncover the magic of food chemistry. First up, baking soda. This humble white powder is a powerhouse in the kitchen, and its scientific name is sodium bicarbonate. But what makes it so special? It's a chemical compound called sodium bicarbonate. When you mix it with an acidic ingredient, it undergoes a fascinating chemical reaction. This reaction is not just a random fizz. It's a process that has been studied and understood by scientists for years. When you mix it with an acidic ingredient like vinegar or lemon juice, a reaction occurs. This reaction produces carbon dioxide gas, which is the same gas that makes your soda fizzy. The release of this gas is what causes the bubbling and fizzing you see. Watch this. See that fizz? That's carbon dioxide gas being released. This reaction is not only fun to watch, but also plays a crucial role in baking. That's carbon dioxide gas being released. In baking, this gas forms tiny bubbles that make cakes and cookies light and fluffy. Without this reaction, our baked goods would be dense and heavy. In baking, this gas forms tiny bubbles that make cakes and cookies light and fluffy. The heat from the oven causes these bubbles to expand, giving your baked goods that perfect rise and texture. Now let's talk about bread. Bread making is another area where science plays a vital role. The process of making bread involves a series of chemical reactions that transform simple ingredients into a delicious loaf. Ever wondered why dough rises? It's all thanks to yeast, tiny microorganisms that eat sugar and release carbon dioxide as they digest. This process is known as fermentation. It's all thanks to yeast, tiny microorganisms that eat sugar and release carbon dioxide as they digest. Yeast is a living organism, and when it consumes sugar, it produces carbon dioxide and alcohol. The carbon dioxide gets trapped in the dough, causing it to rise. This gas gets trapped in the dough, creating those soft, airy textures we love. The alcohol produced during fermentation evaporates during baking, leaving behind a deliciously flavored bread. The heat from baking kills the yeast, but by then, the bread is beautifully puffed up and ready to enjoy. Pretty cool, right? The science behind bread making is a perfect example of how microorganisms can be harnessed to create something delicious. From baking soda to yeast, every ingredient in your kitchen has its own science story to tell. Understanding these stories can make you a better cook and baker, and it can also make your time in the kitchen more enjoyable and educational. If you'd like to see more kitchen experiments, hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time. We have so many more exciting topics to explore, from the science of caramelization to the secrets of perfect pasta. And remember, the kitchen is where science meets deliciousness. Every meal you prepare is an opportunity to experiment and learn. So keep cooking, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep enjoying the delicious results.